Hello, this is Paul Stokes, backstage at the 2013 Q Awards. I've just been joined by Suede, who are the Q icons for this year. Obviously, icon covers the visual side a bit. I mean, that's always been a really strong element of Suede. What is it that sort of governed and influenced you on that sort of part of the band?
Well, it's always, you know, it's not really been anything that we've. I don't know, it's a kind of weird thing how bands look. I think you kind of like you look like you do by accident, and then you kind of like, you know, and then people tell you what you look like, and it sort of becomes this sort of odd thing. And when we first started, we used to shop at junk shops because that's the only clothes we could afford, and now we don't, and it's sort of different. But I don't know. I don't know what to say really. It's not.
It's a great.
It's important. It's kind of it's an element of being in a band that whether you kind of accept it, embrace it, or whatever, it's an element.
It's a great album, Steve, as well, and you've worked with some great visual collaborators.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really proud of the artwork. That's something that I'm genuinely proud of. I mean, that's for me, that's a really key part of the whole artistic package. The way the album sleeves look, you know, yeah.
Now, you obviously took a bit of a break as a band for a while, and you seem to have a lot more. You seem to be really re-energised by that. How has the reunion, you have to call it that, show's been, and what's sort of going ahead for you guys?
Yeah, they've been the best. I think we're a better live band now than we ever were in the early 90s. I've got to be honest. I think, you know, experience and all of those things can actually be really good. And I think when we go on stage now, it's fireworks, you know. So yeah, you know, 7 years away from the game is. I think it just makes you really hungry for it. So.
Sort of doing your first full tour, I guess, since you reunited.
Starting tomorrow, our first UK tour for over 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah, our first time back on the bus for 10 years. Yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah. Will it all be okay, or will old sort of what's the word, habits creep in?
Oh, I don't know.
They're already back. All the pre-gig rituals, they're already back.
It doesn't know such habits.
Or do we? Obviously, you recorded an album as well. To get that into the live set, you obviously set yourself quite a high standard before you sort of could finish that record and play it. What was the sort of thinking behind it?
Yeah, I mean, we were just judged every song we wrote. We were saying, like, is this good enough? Is it as good as stuff we wrote in the 90s? You know, we weren't kind of like, you know, it was very, very high standards. You know, comparing it to a back catalogue. And we took a long time getting it right and really working on it very industriously, and I think it's a fine record, and I think it stands up there against our best stuff. I'm really proud of it, and I think we're looking forward to making the next one now.